Shabazz, Shirley Chesney. Let's give Shirley a chance. She's sitting also with, the family's friends. And I guess because you all been so kind. My name is Londell McMillan. I am the attorney of the Shabazz family, all of the wonderful 7 sisters, and the managing member of the ex-legacy. But I really want to just share one thing that hasn't really been touched upon most, because I'm just blessed and fortunate to have an insider's view with these women. And that is just the personal daddy side of Malcolm X. When I talk to them, and especially for the eldest 4, because if you remember, the 2 twins, they were not yet born. They were in the bosom of Sister Dr. Betty during this tragic day 50 years ago. But when you talk to the eldest 4, particularly the first, second, and third ones, and you heard from Ilyasa Shabazz, she's number 3. You hear them talk about daddy. So to all of you brothers out here who love Malcolm X, he was daddy to them. That's right. He may have been a father of the revolution of black nationalists, but to them he was daddy. They were waiting for daddy to come home. He was on the road. Daddy made sacrifices. Daddy loved his children. You could see them. I mean, how many pictures do we see with Ilyasa in his arm? With Sister Atala, Pastor Shabazz just standing there like she's a protector at 5 and 6. Sister Kabila just wondering, what's going on? What's going on, wondering, what's going on? It's exciting. She knew something was happening. They were given a sacrifice, a personal sacrifice for our empowerment. So the one thing I wanted to just talk about is that daddy factor. And then I want to compound that with one more thing, because he was a powerful man, but it was that daddy factor with a smile. Yes. That brother had a magnificent smile. His smile was almost as powerful as his condemnation for racial injustice. He could light up a room. You couldn't help but notice it because he was so tall and striking. He was just too much. I want you brothers and you sisters to understand that. And let's not only talk about Brother Malcolm. Hello? I don't need to. Not just Brother Malcolm as a revolutionary as he was my teacher. He wasn't. He also was an ally builder amongst those who would respect the truth. He had friends of all races, all around the world. Don't let people tell you Brother Malcolm was a racist, or that white folks were afraid of him. It was only white folks doing wrong. They were addicts of injustice. So I'm going to close with a thank you to each and one of you. I'm going to close with a thank you to the board. We're family. We don't always agree. That's an inside comment. But what we do know is that we do all agree that we've got a lot of work to do, and we didn't get here by ourselves, and we owe a very important debt to Brother Malcolm. And with that said, I'd like to bring on this distinguished actor and powerful brother, Mr. Delroy Lindo. Thank you so much for that.
Here at this mountain, in this quiet place, Harlem has come to bid farewell to one of its brightest books. Extinguished now, gone from us forever. For Harlem is where he worked, where he struggled, fought. His home homes. Where his heart was, where his people are, and it is therefore most fitting that we meet once again in Harlem, share these last moments with him. For Harlem has ever been gracious to those who have loved her, who have fought for her, and have defended her honor even to death. There are those who will consider it their duty as friends of the Negro people to tell us to revile him, to flee even from the presence of his memory, to save ourselves by writing him out of the history of our turbulent time. Many will ask what Harlem finds to honor in this stormy, controversial, bold young captain. And we will smile. Many will say, turn away from this man, that he is a demon, a monster, a subverter, and an enemy of the black man. And we will smile. They will say he is a hate, a fanatic, a racist, who can only bring evil to the cause for which you struggle. And we will answer them and say, did you ever talk to Brother Malcolm? Did you ever touch him or have him smile at you? Did you ever really listen to him? Did he ever do a mean thing? Was he ever himself associated with violence of any public disturbance? But if you did, you would know him. And if you knew him, you would know why we must honor him. It is not in the memory of man that this beleaguered, unfortunate, but nonetheless proud community has found a braver, more gallant young champion than this Afro-American who lies before us unconquered still. Afro-American Malcolm was most meticulous in his use of words. Nobody knew better than he the power words have over minds of men. Malcolm had stopped being a Negro years ago. It had become too weak a word for him. Malcolm was bigger than that. Malcolm had become an Afro-American. And he wanted so desperately that all his people would become Afro-Americans too. Malcolm was our living black manhood. This was his meaning to his people. And in honoring him, we honor the best in ourselves. Last year from Africa, he wrote these words to a friend. My journey, he says, is almost ended. And I have a much broader scope than when I started out, which I believe will add new life and dimension to our struggle for freedom and dignity in the States. I'm writing these things so that you will know for a fact the tremendous sympathy and support we have among the African states for our human rights struggle. The main thing is that we keep a united front, wherein our most valuable time and energy will not be wasted fighting each other. However, we may have differed with him or with each other about him. Let his going from us serve only to bring us together now. Consigning these mortal remains to earth, the common mother of all, secure in the knowledge of what we place in the ground is no more now a man, but a seed, which, after the winter of our discontent, will come forth again to meet us. And we will know him then for what he was and is, our own black, shining prince, who didn't hesitate to die because he loved us so. Mr. Ozzie Davis, February 27, 1965, delivered at the Faith Temple Church of God.